Did you watch the Billy Joel documentary?
No, I don't. Is that him?
That's Billy Joel's. This is his first song that he ever wrote.
Wild record.
That's Billy Joel.
I believe it.
That's Billy Joel. That's Billy Joel. Billy motherfucking Joel. Yeah, I like playing guitar too.
You're a Northeast guy, right?
Yeah.
So do you like Bruce Springsteen too?
Nah. I mean, you know what?
That's dangerous. What
I
you
get
just
it.
Did. That was dangerous.
Well,
I know better than I'm like I understand his.
I'm not like a.
He's
Bruce,
good at what he does. It is not for me.
I get it.
Yes.
I just never got like I was never like a big Bruce head, but I saw him. I went to a concert of his. A friend of mine was going.
I heard they're awesome.
I get it. He's like, for him to be 70, whatever he is,
Sure.
he obviously loves what he does because he like even at I think the show is at the Forum. And there's like a hard out at after 11 o'clock, you go in all kinds of penalties and stuff.
Like a neighborhood thing, right? Yeah.
I don't know if it's a neighborhood or a union thing or what. I mean, I don't know. But there's a cutoff. Like I've never
or it's like
played
a rental
arenas.
thing.
Yeah, you probably get it from like 8 to or from like 4 to 11 or something to do your loading.
It's so much extra. And
then you're paying all the crew double time and shit,
right?
And maybe paying fines. And he played until like 12:30. He was like, "Oh, we're supposed to be done at 11, but screw it, I'm having fun. Y'all want to keep going?" And you wound up. I mean,
and
also
every middle-aged woman in there was like, "No, I can't." And
they're like, "No, I have menopause.
I can't stop coming."
They were like, "I have to go home and take my bone yogurt."
Oh, he's in Bruce.
I have to take my bone yogurt.
But I mean,
if I was
selling out,
bone yogurt,
he could sell bone yogurt. If you were selling out the Forum, you'd be giving it your all at 77.
Yeah, I mean
I used to be like, why do they need all that money? Why do they keep doing it? And then a friend of mine who has done that kind of stuff, and it's like, man, when you can make that kind of money doing that,
yeah,
he's like, and it's like kind of what you already want to do,
yeah,
like what you'd be doing. I was like, oh yeah,
yeah.
Like,
if
you'd just be playing in a bar somewhere.
I
anyway.
think Bruce Springsteen would be playing in a bar band if he didn't make it.
That's kind of like, it's not like, oh,
or he would have become like a used car salesman at some point.
For sure, insurance. I don't know if you.
What would he do?
Because he seems like he's got more earnest than a used car salesman.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Insurance. He's like, hey, if something happens to your home, call me.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Call the boss.
Call Bruce. Not like, hey, come get you. Like, no, that's like Billy Joel would sell you a used car.
Billy Joel, I think, would be.
He's if Tim Dillon could play piano.
He what?
I just think he's like if Tim Dillon could play piano. They're like the same kind of dude.
I watched some of that documentary.
I mean that as a compliment to both of them.
Tim Dillon, he's a interesting guy. I don't know anything about him. I'm not as turned off to like I've never watched or listened to like one of his whole podcasts. I've never seen him do stand up. I don't know what his stand up's like. But the clips that I've seen of his podcast, I'm like, he's a smart guy, and and I don't think I don't know. Again, I'm judging from small things that I've seen like on Reddit or on social media, but I don't think he seems like a super like right wing guy. I think he seems like a pretty rational guy, like the stuff that I've seen him talk about. But maybe I'm wrong.
I think he is a.
You want me to bleep this?
Like, I'm with you. We can just. There you go. That was perfect.
Yeah. Well, no,
I think he's like one of those dudes who's like wants to be a rich dude.
He's achieved that.
And
wasn't he like a stockbroker or something or a Wall Street guy?
No, he's so funny. That's why people like
I thought somebody told me he was like a Wall Street guy.
No, he's a child actor.
Where I've never seen this much money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like not like a accomplished one, but like, and then he's from like, Long Island or whatever. And his mom was schizophrenic.
Okay.
And he's a child actor. And then he was like a cokehead in his teens and 20s.
Okay.
And he sold subprime mortgages.
Oh, okay.
Knowing it was a scam. He had a house he shouldn't have had. That story's like, he's like very, my wife knew him. They were open micers together in New York City. So I didn't
know your wife does comedy.
Yeah, she does stand up. She's more of a comedy writer now. So
okay.
So I knew of Tim before he was like Tim.
Yeah.
And he's just like a funny gay Republican dude. That's like, it's like, yeah, he's not lying about it. And like some things I think he's serious about, and some things I think he's kidding about, and sometimes I don't think he knows either.
Well, he's good at whatever he does.
And he's really good at talking shit. And I think what he is like a new Jerry Springer.
Yeah, or like a Andy Rooney kind of guy.
Yeah. And I think that everyone's trying to pull him to their side, and you can't because he's an anomaly. Like Philadelphia.
That was real. Oh, man. I had a Jersey Mike's.
Did you? Do you like Jersey Mike's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
It's, hey, coming from Philly.
I don't seek it out, but when it's there. What's your Philly cheesesteak in L.A.?
You know what? Jersey Mike's does not do a bad cheesesteak.
Huh.
There's a place called Booze.
Yes.
On Fountain and Virgil.
I like it.
That's a good one. There's some other place, Chepo. There's a place on like the west side that I've gotten that a friend of mine ordered. He's like, "Oh, they're supposed to be great," and they were great. Yeah. I forget what it was called though.
I knew there would be
or something.
That is an awesome part of LA. Is like there's the best food of all kinds
on the west side, or just everywhere
in LA. It's like people are like, "What's so great about LA?" I'm like, "Well, if you like any type of food, some of the best of it is here."
Yeah, there's a lot of different cultures here.
Yeah.
Which is why we need the National Guard to come in here to get rid of them. So all we have is Applebee's. Oh, God. I hope you're not smelling those.
I just
need some bone yogurt.
There's a lot of National Guard guys right now being like, football's starting. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I've said it on the last couple of podcasts. I don't watch no news. I don't know nothing.
You knew about the National Guard thing.
Well, there's some things you can't escape. This is
Did
my
you
theory
see them
about,
in LA? I didn't see them.
I don't know. I don't leave a 5-block radius generally.
Yeah.
Although I did have to drive to Beverly Hills. I was trying to get my old manager to take me back. I don't think it worked.
How did you do that?
Well, I genuinely, as you know, and as the listeners know, I stopped drinking like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing the AA thing. You do the AA thing?
No, it doesn't. It wasn't for me.
Oh, because you're California sober, right? You're still kind of a weed guy?
Yes, but that was never why. AA was like, can I just say why it didn't work for me?
Go for it. I'll say why it doesn't work for me. As at the moment, I don't write anything off forever.
Even before I was like, ICE.
Wait, you were in ICE? Whoa. Before you were in ICE, dude, get the hell out of my studio. I might not watch no news, but I know ICE is bad.
That's why I agreed to do this. It was like, I don't watch
to recruit more ICE people. That's the only other news item I know.
$100 million.
Did you just say Jews want $100 million?
They don't.
Billy Wayne Davis.
My wife.
Get the hell off my stage.
I don't. Can I?
Well, you drove all the way out here. You might as well stick around for a little while.
Finish the bit. Can I finish my story?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm just trying.
You
Listen,
think you're more respectful as a comedian than like you stand up. You're like, all right, just finish the thing, and then you do have to go. You
sorry,
work for ICE.
I was into that's the interrupting bit. Sorry.
What was the?
You said before we were talking about why you don't agree with Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, there's like a heavenly Father. There's like to me that's a built-in excuse.
So wait, you don't believe in God at all?
No, I just don't believe in. That's a built-in excuse that you don't have ultimate control of what you pour in your fucking mouth or put in your body.
Yeah.
Urine. 2 hours ago. Good year.
So that right there, I had a foundational issue even before I stopped drinking about the way they set that up for me.
Yeah.
I understand it works for a lot of people, so I'm not against it. There's a system there that obviously works. But for me, that was where I was just like, that seems like, well, it wasn't my fault. This was destined to happen. You're like, well.
Oh, I never interpreted it that way, that it was like that God made you drink.
There's like, oh, okay, you're not in ultimate. Yeah, there is like.
Well, you see, I haven't explored it. I've been to some meetings and I haven't like read all this stuff or anything. I just kind of got it interpreted that as like, just kind of accept that there's a higher power, which I guess, I was raised Catholic. You were like an offshoot of Catholicism, weren't you? Like Presbyterian or something?
Southern Baptist.
Oh, Southern Baptist.
But I don't think we were like, that's what we had like, that's probably technically what the church was, but it wasn't like.
That's basically Catholic though, right? Isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's
there's
like
Jesus.
If you looked into what Southern Baptist is, you'd be like, this is some dumb bullshit.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I should have been a theologian. Before I did this podcast.
You get it, but from Philly, you have to be kind of Catholic. That's like
Irish. If you're Irish, Italian, I mean, I think everybody in Philadelphia is Catholic except for the Jewish population.
Probably, yeah,
more or less. There's a few Episcopalian, but it's all the
there's like
Catholic
a
light.
Couple Protestants,
just
which
because.
is
and what's that? They just don't believe in like the sixth commandment or something. Isn't there just like minute things
I thought
with
Protestant? They're protesting either the Catholic or the Church of England. But the Church of England is already protesting the Catholicism.
Whatever. I don't listen.
Just
everybody listening,
let us know.
Just let us know in the comments how it all works.
Just hit subscribe and like, and then let us know how religion works.
Subscribe, like. Comments. We have hundreds of viewers every week on YouTube.
Let's in the comments. What do you think the best religion is? In the comments, what do you think the best religion is? I think that's good. And whoever gets the most votes wins. Okay. You get into whatever your version of hell is.
I think hell is I think that you create your own hell here on Earth.
You can.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I've done that. Yeah. I'm still doing it.
Are you?
I think so.
Man.
It's tough.
I'll sit in my garage for a couple days before I go out and do anything nonsense anymore because of some hell I've put myself.
Wait, what do you mean sit in your garage instead of doing nonsense?
You know how when you're younger, you go out and be like, see what's going on out there.
Yeah.
And you just get out looking for nonsense. And you find it.
Well,
and then sometimes when you get older, you're like, I'm going to sit here.
Just sit this one out.
Sit here and read or...
Well, I mean, it wasn't drinking most of the nonsense. And let me go back to the AA thing.
Yeah, we can.
So the higher power thing, I'm like, okay, I'm with that. I do think there's something going on,
Sure.
Being raised Catholic, obviously I have that kind of,
it's in there.
It's in
you
there.
Have a foundation of like.
Of that, but I do think that there's a bigger, I think the guilt stuff is tough. The Catholic, the stuff that's just kind of ingrained is hard to shake.
And the drinking's okay. That was always fascinating.
Well, drinking, the fact that, when you kind of see through, well, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it's like, why is alcohol's the worst thing for you? And that's the only one that's legal, except for like pot now, in some places. But with the AA thing, my whole, I went to, when I stopped drinking, I have friends that are in AA, they're like, you should come to some meetings and stuff. I was going through, I was depressed and shit. And
how do I have fun?
It wasn't really about having fun. It was just like, fuck, like, what am I, whatever, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I've been out here for like 15 years, nothing worked out. And
that's not true.
Well, I mean,
you've had a lot of fun show business jobs.
I've had fun. But now I've
made money doing comedy.
I've made money with my ideas.
That's the goal.
Yeah, it's great. But there's no long term. You know, now I'm getting older. I have 2 kids. There's just stuff that I never thought about. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
you get it.
Yeah, of course.
But so anyway, I was good. Yeah, I went to
you
the
thought
meetings.
about it, but you also were like,
It's
it'll
like,
work
it'll
itself.
fucking work itself
Yes,
out.
I
Yeah,
understand exactly that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that'll
And,
fix itself, and you're like, it doesn't. You got to go do stuff.
It's like, yeah, we got to do something else.
It's like you do the errand.
Yeah.
That is a lot of
Oh yeah.
a good trick, and this is for young people and I guess old pieces of shit. My good friend Art, I don't know if he's Roy Scovel.
Yeah.
A long time ago, we talked about, and he was like, if you just make those bullshit things you have to do in life
Yeah.
fun, that is a huge hurdle.
Yeah.
And I do think about like making errands fun,
Yeah.
doing all that. Like the most successful people I know and the happiest are like people that are like, hey, come do errands with me. And
Yeah.
then you get like silly stoned or whatever, and then you're like,
You get silly stoned. I mean, you left that big part out.
I said make them fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
Can
true.
you not do pot like that?
No,
I'm very fortunate because it just like takes the edge off from me.
I'm just getting back into, and everybody who's who wants a more silly podcast,
Bone yogurt.
I'm enjoying this. There, Billy's doing. You got to watch the videos. If you're not watching the videos, you're missing out.
Go to
DJ,
YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube. DJ, our editor, DJ Singh, does an amazing job. Look at that. There's Billy there. I'm going to be doing stand up. Oh, maybe I could workshop some jokes with you.
I don't want
I'm
to do that.
going to do
I don't
some
think
jokes.
that's a good
I'm going to do some shows in Sacramento. I'm doing the Don't Tell comedy. I'll be at the Throckmorton
You
Theater.
can't. Oh, okay. I was like,
I don't know where it is.
Okay, I was
Don't
like-
Tell is the
yeah. I
it's
was
like
like,
a
I was
secret
like, I don't
show.
think you're supposed to tell where it's at.
It's I don't know where it is. It's in Sac. Oh, don't they do them regularly in cities or no?
Yeah, but you don't tell them where the location.
I don't
is.
know where the location is,
That's
so
good.
I can't tell them.
That's good. They didn't tell you.
So Don't Tell comedy. Whenever that pops up, the week of September like 16th, in like a month, I'll be up there. Throckmorton Theater. Follow me on
Mill
stuff.
Valley.
Mill Valley. That's a place that I would like to live,
Yeah,
but you got to be a billionaire.
yes. It used to be millions, but now it's billions.
Yeah.
That's the.
I met the guy who like created Call of Duty.
Does he live in Marin County?
Well, his wife came to a show and she was like she came to the Throckmorton
Okay.
and was like really into it.
Did it have rich lady vibes?
Not really. She seemed like a regular lady.
Okay.
But then I met her husband and he's like, oh yeah, I met at Call of Duty. Well, she wanted me to come do comedy at her birthday party
Should have.
at her house. I wasn't, well, I would have been into it, but she was like, how much does that cost? I was like, I don't know. Talk to my manager. So you could call my manager because I don't, and she was like, well, come on, about like how much? And I was like, I didn't really want to do it. So I was like, I don't know, $5,000.
Sure.
That's not that crazy.
That's nothing.
But then she seemed, because she had come to a couple shows. She came to, because then she showed up at a show in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. She was like, well, very one of those people that like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I came and saw you again. And so I think she might have been, because this was like maybe the third, this was like, I think in San Jose. Maybe I was doing a show with Stanhope or something, or I was just doing a show and then she was there with her husband. And I think that's when I met her husband. Or maybe I met her, either way. Yeah, I think she was just kind of like, but wait, I thought we were friends. Like, she didn't say that, but
She thought it was a lot of money?
I don't know. It's like your husband invented Call of Duty. You
That's
gotta
what I
be
was like.
fucking loaded.
That's what I was like, 5,000 is nothing.
Yeah, I was being fair, but I wasn't going to lowball myself when I was put on the spot. Yeah.
I don't handle that stuff for me anymore because I used to, and then because of stuff like that, because
You lowball yourself, or you?
mostly, yeah, because and then if it's you or they know it's you,
Right.
they'll try. I'm like, come on, man. we're
That's why
cool."
I was,
And I was
know,
like, no, I'm gonna get someone to do this because also, have you ever done that thing where one time they were like, hey, how much for this? And I was just like, this, and they're like, yeah, great. And I was like,
I meant to double that.
fucking goddamn.
Wait, you didn't let me finish.
Why
That
did you
times
agree
two.
so fast? Pause at least.
Well, that's why I was trying to get her. I was like, hey, come on, you got to call my manager or whatever. I was like, I don't know, you got to, because you don't want to be the one saying it. You wouldn't at least be able to call then your manager calls you and says, do you want to do a fucking birthday party in a backyard where there's going to be one lady who likes you and all of her friends are going to fucking hate it?
And you're like, I will for this much money. Yes. Like I went and did the Middle East in 2015 before it was,
Before it was all nice.
Some of it was pretty nice. A lot of it was but they were fixing a lot of it too. And I went with this Dutch entertainment company, and I was like, sure, I will go.
Nice.
I would like to see not the military part.
Oh, okay.
And it was it's not good what they're doing. It's all very nice, and then all of the other side is that's slavery. Okay. That's what they're doing. I saw it.
You hear about it all the time. There's so much cognitive dissonance. I didn't even finish we're getting off on the railroad track. I guess I don't even have to finish here's the short story of my AA relationship. I don't, I was telling my friend this too, because I feel like AA is kind of a bummer. Like when I stopped drinking and,
treat it like a funeral it's like all our fun's over.
Well, I feel
there's other ways to do life.
Well, and I feel like you're hanging on to the past. Like you're not moving beyond that. And I get that there's some people, I was talking to somebody else about it, and they're not an AA person, but they were like, I get it, because there's some people. There was a guy in his thing that was like, I can't walk past a bar. I have to cross the street.
Whoa.
And it's like, luckily, I don't have that.
I don't have that either.
That's when I stopped drinking, and currently, everything can change. There's no absolutes, but right now I feel like, okay, that I did that. It was an old girlfriend, and I don't want to get back with.
Sure, yeah. That's fun. Those are fun mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I dated her for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Turns out you weren't really helping me out.
We had some patterns.
Yes. You turned, you didn't bring out the best in me. Although, because Amanda will still get on my case. She was like, well, you were a fun drunk, though. Yeah. She was like, and then she's like, I kind of miss it because you were super nice, and you were super nice to me, and you were fun. And then Sunday morning, we'd order a fucking huge breakfast to be delivered, a huge greasy breakfast. And that doesn't happen anymore because I don't want a huge greasy breakfast.
No, it's not good.
I'm not hungover.
No, it's not. It is good.
But that was, I'll still, I would eat at a Waffle House sober.
No,
I like that scattered, smattered, and splattered fucking the thing with the hash browns and the cheese. I forget what it's called.
You just made me realize.
Smothered and scattered.
Part of why sometimes I like to overdo it running.
Okay.
I never understood this part of me.
Uh-huh.
That sometimes I'll be like I can run a long time and feel fine, and then not, and just keep doing it every day.
All right, I got to start doing that.
And then you just start off low, and just be like, hey, that was fun. And then the next day you'll just go, and that
makes you not want to kill yourself.
Yeah, because it makes you, literally, your body, it makes you feel good naturally. It's cool.
People have been saying that my whole life. I haven't tried it out yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. Or on a Peloton or a bicycle or swimming or whatever, any of that. But sometimes I was like, so I did this, entered this half marathon, which is a good amount. I can do them.
Okay. That's 13 miles?
Yeah.
Jeez.
They're not easy, but I can, you know what I mean? It's not super hard.
Yeah.
So I got into shape where I could do those pretty consistent and not painfully. And then, because of travel and stuff, I wouldn't train as hard. Yeah. But I signed up for this one in Vegas I wanted to do because it's they shut down the strip at dusk at 4:30, and you get to run the strip down and back. 13.1 miles.
Yeah.
And it's the lights are coming on.
Do you win something for this?
You just get a medal. But it's cool because you're running.
You're running down the strip,
and then the sun's going down in the desert, which is beautiful. That's a best part of the desert is the sunset and sunrise, and then all those cool lights are coming on
Right.
in Vegas.
I get it.
So, and then there's just a bunch of people that with endorphins like running, and everyone's
Yeah.
kind of hot too.
Yeah.
It's like fun, but
Everyone's kind of hot, like they're sexy or it's hot out.
both.
Oh, okay.
There's some ugly people too.
Yeah.
It's Vegas.
Well, I guess everybody's running a half marathon. There's no fatties.
That was a fun part of the first one I did. I was like, oh yeah, I guess everyone is kind of like fit to do this. Yeah, this is hot. And then there's like also dudes that look like me too. We're like, yeah, we're still eating pretty bad, but we're in good shape.
Yeah, you're
But like, I've got a little bit of a belly, but I can run a little farther than you think I can. But I didn't train great.
right.
And I was like, I can still do it. I'm like 40 something. And then my cardio was fine, but I wasn't at 10 miles. My body wasn't in like that kind of shape where you could just run that far.
I can't even run a mile.
So around 10 miles, that's when my body was like, hey,
Yeah, rightfully so.
stop
Yeah.
running. Nothing's trying to kill you.
You're never going to get away from me.
And I was like, no, I was like, guys, we got 3 more miles. And my body's like, no, we don't. You were walking these last 3 miles. And I had to walk it, and I was laughing, and I was like, what am I still walked it because I won that dumb medal.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to quit 3 miles out.
Do you walk the last 3 miles or did you pick it back up? You just couldn't run anymore.
I could run maybe 50 feet, and then
Yeah.
my knees, like my IT band just got too tight. Is what it was.
IT band.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Sure.
You talking about that clown that
Yep.
lives in the sewer?
Yes. He just follows you.
You put a fucking band on your leg?
He just follows you. Every time you stop, he's in that gutter again. And he's like, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Fucking it clown put a band on your fucking knee?
Well, he's got a mariachi band.
Okay.
IT band.
The IT band. Let's call a computer store and see if call a computer store. We'll figure it out. I'm having fun talking to you.
Yeah.
This is good chat, right?
It's two
This is
dads.
maybe this is a real podcast all of a sudden.
Did we hit record?
Fuck.
We don't have to. We can just sit and talk like parents.
Yeah. I don't think it's parental talk. I mean, we were talking about AA, being alcoholics or whatever we were.
I don't think.
Oh, I didn't finish. So my AA thing is, so it's a bummer.
They wouldn't let you bring your gun, and you're like,
They wouldn't
I
let me
have
shoot my gun for
I have
fun.
A gun.
I was like, I want to shoot a gun. I want to shoot a round off for every day sober that I've been. Coming up on like 100 whatever days. Is that all it would be? No. So 300, 400, 500 maybe. I don't know. I don't keep track
You're
like those
my
guys.
name Yosemite S.
Plus, I have, my name Yosemite S. This is my sponsor, Bugs B. While EC.
He's smoking. He's like,
But yeah, that's what it's a bummer, number one. But that's fine, you know. It's like, I guess it's therapeutic.
It
but
does feel like people are defeated.
well,
It's like you won. You quit.
Well,
being
you stop
an
doing it.
alcoholic.
But I guess if it's a real big struggle, you maybe need the support. But I don't feel I'm struggling with it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm a new guy. Like I'm like, can't you just be a new, like, just don't be that person anymore? Which I guess is easier said than done. But I had something clicked with me where I was like, with the not drinking, I was kind of like, oh man, you fucked up. Like you were like,
I think you're doing this. Like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It's like I had a manager one time because I was like, well, I was so confused by like, it's like probably even a friend of, I can't even think it's probably some mutual friend of ours, but they were also being managed. But I was like, well, I just don't understand. Like, you have this thing, we'll fix it and then do it. And she was like, yeah, most people can't do what you can do like that. And I was like, yeah, they can. It's like,
right.
But I think recently I've learned that a lot of people with like that don't have sports backgrounds, and they're just like theater or like performance art, kind of like they.
I'm both.
Me too, but we're both.
I was in a play about football.
Well, did you play sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So we like in sports, you have to, if you want to keep playing them, you have to be like, oh, I'm not good at this part.
Right.
So I have to go fix that part.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of people have a problem with that.
Well, I think I think it just kind of naturally and medically, I was taking the ketamine, kind of kicked it all off. It was like,
Work. Yeah.
and
Did it work?
I mean, I think that I get why they're using it for therapy. Like, I wasn't going to like therapy with it. A friend of mine had it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll try.
Disassociate? Is that what it is?
Well, if you do a lot of it, you go into like a K-hole. But I've never done that. I was just kind of taking like microdosing it.
Sure.
And then just out of nowhere sometimes would just have these like fucking breakthroughs about like, oh fuck, you have PTSD. Like, there's shit that happened in your childhood that like shouldn't fucking, that you just kind of take for granted. And like, actually a friend of mine started dating a guy that I went to like grade school with.
Uh-huh.
He started dating a therapist, and one day she's like, you have PTSD. And he's like, I was never in the army or anything. She's like, no, from your fucking neighborhood.
No, from Philadelphia.
from where you grew up.
Yes.
Like, it's not every place. Like, it's like, oh yeah, you would have to be looking over your shoulder. Like, people would just fucking throw a brick at the back of your head for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, not to try, I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I grew up in the roughest neighborhood in the world, but it was, you really had to be on your toes all the time. Like, if you're walking home there's like a group of guys on the corner that you didn't know, it's like, they're probably going to fucking, they're going to at least fuck with me, and I need to get away. Like, I'm going to get the shit beat out. I can't fight 8 guys.
Exactly. Like, my mom was worried about my children living in Los Angeles. She's like, what about gangs and stuff?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Mom, that's just like part of everywhere you grew up. She's like, we didn't have gangs where we grew up. I was like, yeah, no, there's a group of redneck boys that you stayed away from.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was like, oh, I was like, that's what a gang is.
Yeah, they just didn't have a fucking name.
It was just, they weren't that creative and they didn't need sign because there wasn't an army of police after them too.
Well, and also, there were probably like, I think they tried to start like a gang. There was like the 09 gang or so. I don't know. It was like teenagers.
Sure.
And so it was like this loose, oh, he's in that gang. And it's like, oh, well, it's just all these people you're claiming, they're just like the assholes in the neighborhood who fucking break into people's houses and steal your dad's car. And
especially in Philly, yes.
Yeah.
Like in LA, there's like more of a culture to it where it's like there is, but even the way I understand a lot of it is like it's mostly kids without dads.
That's after having kids and
that's
especially
not a stereotype.
No.
It's like no, that is the thing usually.
Yeah, that fucks that not having a dad. And that's another thing that I never took. I mean, not that I feel like I have a lot of empathy, like I definitely feel for people and stuff, but things like that, I never, it's just like, oh, well, okay, he doesn't have a dad. Like, I mean, I never thought about like until I had a son and was like, and see how much they like kind of study you and like, and it's like, oh,
and then when they're at a certain age, you can't tell them what to do.
Right.
But you are this like, it's like you're the bumper at bowling.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, no, not this way, back that way. And then you're on this side like, no. So
okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have like a teenage son.
So you just have to be like, and then my aunt who taught redneck boys basic English in high school.
Yeah.
How to write,
right?
Paragraphs and shit like that. So she's good at communicating to teenage boys, especially redneck. Or just, and that's like a redneck teenager is like that's a certain type that is tough to communicate with.
Well, I think that's a certain. I think
they're fighting a lot of
same
battles
across the board. You know what I mean? Like redneck is where you grew up, but it's like. The kids that grew up in my neighborhood were the same as they just didn't have the same accent and the same exact set of consequences
and all that kind of
Oh yeah.
And she was like, if you explain to a teenage boy why they can't do something, they'll listen to you.
Yeah.
If you just tell them they can't, they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, I'm 44. You can't just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, it makes sense. So I tried it with my son and his friends one time. I was like, no. And they're like, and I was like, no, because of this, this, and this. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like just moved on. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, what about teenage girls? And she was like,
forget about it.
She was like, I don't.
I can already see that with my 8-year-old daughter. She's like,
I was like, huh? And she was like, it is. She was like, I wish there was. She was like, boys are easier when it comes to that. And I was like, oh, thank God.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you only have boys.
I had 2 younger sisters, so I was.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Done with women.
I had 2 wives.
2 wives at once. Imagine that, those fucking guys that do that shit. It's on paper, it sounds okay.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, that is when you're young.
Point in my life did I hear polygamy and be like, that sounds cool.
If they're all hot and completely just do what you say, then you're all right.
But that's not how anything works.
Cover them in
Bone yogurt every night.
It is
3 different wives covered in one man's bone yogurt.
Do you see? You know who Sarah Tolomac is?
Yeah.
She had a bit about. She's been watching Sister Wives. She was like, it's just like you never see a woman be like, I want a bunch of husbands. She's like, no. He's like, it's just a bunch of Eddie Vedder posters everywhere. And he's like, all right, I don't. You guys fuck each other. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so funny.
I never thought about that before. I'm going to steal that bit. So I'm going back on the road.
There you go.
Where are you going? You're on the road all the time, right?
Not in the summer. Summer I spent a lot of time with my boys this summer. Really
so your
great.
wife writes for a show?
Some shows she writes for the ESPYs. She wrote for NFL Honors. So she gets on those. She writes those kind of shows, and then
she doesn't have a steady gig, or
because she writes for a lot of directors when they write treatments and things like that. So,
that's all right. That's good.
She's cool.
Because there's really and I don't want to be too inside baseball for everyone here, but
oh man, I hit the wrong thing. I was trying to make
you got to go.
No, I was trying to make it
Your
silent.
eggs are done.
Because it kept dinging, and I don't know if you could hear it, but
no,
I could feel it.
I heard that.
But that was like a real old man moment.
Message
where I was
received.
like, I'm going to turn this down, and then it did the loudest thing possible.
It's like you're like the lady in front of you at the lady in front of you at a concert, just taking pictures with the flash on. You're just taking pictures of the guy's head in front of you.
Yes.
You're not even going to see fucking Eddie Vedder.
There it is.
Yeah,
but I do like those. That's the fun part of LA is like those jobs where.
Well, those are getting, at least in my experience, and a lot of people that I know, things are so condensed now. Like it's like because, well, you felt are you involved in the new? Isn't there a new Borat thing or are you not allowed to talk about it or because you kind of got hooked up with those?
I worked on 2 of his things. Who is America in this Borat sequel?
Oh, okay.
And
maybe that's what I was thinking of, the Borat sequel.
I did that. That was during. It was fun. That was during COVID, like right at the beginning of COVID, and then they set up a fake gun rally.
Oh yeah, nice.
Fucking insane.
It seems like because I'm sure you too. A lot of us existed on little things from Comedy Central, TBS, like you would get. I mean, I would pitch, I pitched shows to Comedy Central, had a few development deals, like all those basic cable places that I would pitch and sell shows to. Not that I've done it a million times, but a handful of times. And you get a nominal amount of money for, they're like, okay, yeah, we'll give you some money to write a script. Which, it's not like a big windfall. It's doled out in $2,000 checks over a year. And then you get one lump sum at the end. But it's something, And those things are all Comedy Central's not a thing. All they have is the Daily Show.
Yeah,
they're not really actively making. There aren't a lot of things being made. There just aren't a lot of things being made anymore. There's a few streamers.
Well, I don't think they know where the money is anymore. And then,
well, what we got to do is get that Jeff Bezos guy. Take some of that money. Just take he wouldn't even notice. That's the thing. You could steal $10 billion from him, and he wouldn't even notice.
Well, I watched this thing on him and his new wife, and at one point when they were still dating, they talked about buying the National Enquirer to prevent rumors of their
Instead, he bought the Washington Post to prevent any news getting out.
I was just like, hey, you guys, I heard what you just said.
Yeah.
Like you should have stopped after that and be like, hey, we got to stop this guy. You can't just buy a newspaper to stop it from getting your affair. Like, that means you have too much money.
I think at this point,
because if you do that, that means if you're buying a newspaper to stop an affair from getting out, that means you should go bankrupt because you're making terrible decisions.
Well,
does that make sense?
Yeah. I think that, everything is it's so in your face now.
Also, that lady, have you seen her story?
We're going down the B-hole.
He's gonna go down the B-hole.
Is this Billy Joel too?
This is George Michael.
Lots of figures and he's gonna go against the mainstream. Slip into the B-hole.
I wanna put a cute in a dick hole. Brendon is crazy. He loves to hate women and he also hates the Jews.
That part's not right.
Do you think Bill Gates went to Epstein
Oh,
Island?
no. Yeah, I think they all did, right? I don't know.
I think
don't know.
Gates did for sure because living in Seattle, there was like a lot of horny stories about him.
I would
Before
imagine
any of the Epstein stuff, there was just like horny stories about him.
Well, what do you mean horny stories?
Like when Microsoft was like coming up, when they were starting to make
I call my
millions.
penis Microsoft.
You should. I've seen it. Like comedy was also hot too around that time.
Uh-huh.
So like they would go to the Comedy Underground in Seattle, like Bill Gates.
What years are we talking? 2005?
90s.
Oh, okay.
90s is when it was like really taking off.
Okay.
And so they would go hang out at the Comedy Underground and then go with comics to like all the strip clubs, and Bill Gates was just throwing.
Really?
He was like a known horny dude.
Yeah. Well,
It was just like you hear enough of that story that you're just like from different people are like, oh, he was like a horny, like radio dudes talking about like, yeah, he was always at Rick's in Lake City and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, okay. That's where a woman walked up to Ralphie Mayo sitting next to him at looked like a picnic table inside a strip club, like during the day.
yeah.
We were there with the rock DJs. They're like, you want to go to the office
Oh,
with
yeah,
us?
yeah,
And we're
yeah.
like, sure. And then we're like, oh, this is okay. It's 11:30 in the morning. And we're walking to a strip club. You know what I mean?
11:30 on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ralphie's trying to sell out the Moore Theater. So he's like,
Right.
we got to go, dude. And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't think we have to, but sure. And then this lady walks up to him. And she goes, hey, honey, you want to dance? I got condoms. And we both were like, what'd you say? And she's like, you heard me. And we're like, all right, this is...
You were like, okay, let's flip a coin to see who goes first. Or Ralphie gets to go first because
There
he's
was
the
no...
headliner.
Yeah.
I assume he was headlining.
That is how it works. You knew he met him. He did that old school hierarchy.
Yeah, yeah. He made me have sex with a stripper after him. I never really met Ralphie. I met him actually, you know what? I met him in passing at the morning radio show in Austin. He was leaving and I was coming in.
Like, what's that player? Like, what's that player? Something like that, yeah.
I think we just shook hands. Hey, how's it going?
He was really good at radio.
Yeah.
You know how like some of those dudes, those old school dudes, they just go and like take it over. It's like their show.
Yeah.
That's what he would. That's
That's what you got to do.
It was a talent that
Yeah.
was hard.
Were you like you opened for him for years?
Not like technically yes, but not like steady. I would go on like runs.
Yeah.
And then I would go back and do my own thing. And then I would go on certain runs with him.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, sometimes it would just depend on like what I was doing.
Yeah. So you guys are pretty close though. Like or would you like,
Yeah.
did you ever talk to him outside of when you were working together?
Yeah. Some. What's interesting is like, I think, he's dead. So like there's just like all this processing, and then I'm an older person now
Yeah.
where I was probably closer to him than he was to me.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I was probably a better friend to him than I realized.
Right.
Closer to him because he wasn't like a great friend to me, even though he probably thought he was.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
and I didn't even understand that dynamic then.
Like you're just saying that he was just he was like he didn't have to put that much effort into relationships because of who he was, or he.
I think I treated him like a human instead of like a boss or like a, or like a money machine.
Yeah.
So like I would tell him no, and shit like that, where I don't think a lot of people did.
Yeah. You would tell him no when he said, "Hey, you got to go on stage right now and do 20 minutes." We're at the Moore Theater.
Well, no, I would just be. He would be like, "Hey, man,
did you ever work the Less Theater? Come on." Holy shit! I got to get on.
He's going to be in Sacramento, you guys.
He'll be in Sacramento next month.
Don't tell.
The Don't Tell comedy. Don't tell anybody I'm on the show. They're making me tell everybody that I'm not on the show. But you're going to be okay. Well, this will be out after the Savage Henry. I'll reach out to them for doing a show.
You should. I will tell them to book you.
Okay. October 16th, Liquid Arts Winery and Estate, Manhattan, Kansas.
Yes.
Is that a private thing or that's a...
If you live in that area, come on out. I don't know. You can buy tickets, and then it's like in a little amphitheater in this winery. So
nice.
People get pretty housed. It's pretty fun.
Unit B by Chocolate Maven, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yep. You're going to like cool places.
Those are, lately I've been getting cool offers.
Yeah.
Where the money's been good and like... interesting, like Jackson, Mississippi reached. I'm doing that too.
Oh, Looney Bin, Tulsa.
They got a new owner.
Okay.
I'm doing one night, and he was like, "Hey, it's not this." It was very funny. He sent an email, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm brand new. We're doing things different." And I was like, someone has given them a pep talk and been like, "You need to let people know that this place doesn't have a great reputation."
Nice. Oh, and you're doing 2 nights at the Velveeta Room?
I love that place.
I love that room. Yeah.
Until I play theaters, I just don't see any reason to play anywhere else in Austin.
Yeah. Yeah. Hereafter, Seattle, Washington. What's that place?
It's the, it's, the Crocodile? It's that rock room. They have like a great little theater in the bottom.
I did the Crocodile with Todd and Greg.
It's in the bottom, and then they put you up in their little boutique hotel there.
Oh, that's great.
It's the wonderful gig. It's one of my favorite gigs.
Well, dude.
Yeah.
Solid hang.
Always.
We got to hang out outside of the podcast. That's
come
the only
to my
time I ever see
backyard.
you. Yeah.
You should come do my podcast Wayne Davis. It's being released later this month.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Hit me up anytime.
And then I have one where I smoke hash, but you can't do that one. You get pretty high on that one. I don't want you to.
I don't like getting high and having I learned my lesson with the Doug Benson stuff.
That's why I was like, no. But
well, nobody tells me no, so I'll come and do it, and I'll sit there silently and be scared of you. I'll be quiet and scared for a few hours.
Hey, you guys, this is going the way I said it would go.
yeah. Well, dude, I love you.
Thank you. High five.
High five.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.